Oh, I can't wait.
You look terrible.
Thank you.
You're running yourself ragged, okay? Get some rest.
Way ahead of you, that's where I'm going.
Colonel Young, this is Rush, Captain.
No, ignore that. You know, good to us exhausted.
Colonel Young,
This is Young.
could you join us in the control interface room, please? With something we want to show you.
We did it.
Fantastic.
What'd they do?
I have no idea.
We found a way to track the command ships that control the drones.
How?
We managed to isolate the subspace signals they use to communicate with each other.
But then we plugged the data into Destiny's long-range sensors, and it worked.
So we know where they are. Then we can avoid them and find safe planets to resupply.
That was the idea, anyway.
Let's see it.
This is the path that the Sea Chips plotted for us through this galaxy. These are the upcoming gates. And these are the command ships.
The sensor capability will allow, and the results are the same. As far as we can tell, they're waiting at every gate between here and the edge of the galaxy.
We're screwed.
Colonel Young?
No, I'm Rush. This is Young.
Colonel Telford's waiting for you. You sure your sensor data is accurate?
Of course it is.
And they're at every single gate?
Well, they figured out how we operate. They know which stars we use to recharge. They know that we use the gate to resupply. They're everywhere. We want to be along that path.
So go off the path. Use the shuttles to check out ungated worlds.
We can't do that. There's over 300 billion stars in that galaxy. Only a small percentage of them have planets. An even smaller percentage are capable of sustaining life. The seed ships did the legwork. They found the needles in the haystack. If we go off on our own, it could be months, maybe even years between viable worlds. It's not an option.
What's your supply situation?
We're looking at about a month's worth of food and water.
What about power?
We'll douse us before that becomes an issue.
We could really use a supply line from home, David.
Well, the only planet we know of with the power requirements to reach you is still refusing to help. Woolsey is still pushing diplomacy, but he's not making much progress. Whatever the solution is, you're gonna have to make it happen on your own.
So, no help from home?
No.
Well, that doesn't leave us with many options.
No, we can't run, we can't hide, we'll have to fight.
There's a lot of them out there.
We don't have to take on all of them. Just as many as we have to in order to resupply when necessary.
That's still a pretty tall order, considering we've only taken out one of their command ships.
And that was with help.
Well, we do have the element of surprise now we're able to track them. Okay. We choose a target, drop out of FTL, and open fire before it's got a chance to respond.
But what if it does manage a response?
Well, if we don't destroy it immediately, we can at least cause enough damage to gain a huge advantage.
So let's say this works once, maybe even twice. But we're going to start taking damage, and it's going to take its toll.
Well, we find a way to minimize that damage.
Again, I suppose you've got an idea on how we manage that.
As a matter of fact, I do.
So you're saying we dial up the shields?
Well, no, not exactly.
It's more like we tune them.
When we're in battle, the shields continuously cycle through various frequencies in the hopes of matching incoming energy-based attacks. Closer the match, the easier the attack is to absorb, and consequently, the less damage we take.
Right, it's a guessing game, like rock, paper, scissors.
But in the case of the drones, we don't have to guess.
Thanks to someone's brilliant idea to bring one on board.
The energy signature of the weapons is a fairly limited range we can target specifically for it.
We just need to override Destiny's normal randomized shield pattern.
And paper covers rock every time.
If all Destiny has to do is find the right match, why does it bother cycling in the first place?
Because matching and maintaining a single specific pattern makes it vulnerable to all other forms of attack.
Right, like if they throw scissors and we're guessing rock. Not to push the analogy too far.
Too late.
So if we are wrong, it would be like we have no shields at all.
We're not wrong.
Main weapon is charged and ready.
Rush.
What's your status?
Looks like Destiny's accepting our override. Shields are at maximum.
Modulation is limited within target range.
Who calculated the FTL, John? Chloe. Think we'll come out in range?
Well, it's a bit like trying to hit a dime with a bullet from 1,000 yards, but she's pretty good.
What is that?
Collision alarms, we're about to hit. Hold on!
I take it back, she is very, very good.
We've got incoming.
It's working. The weapons are having almost no effect.
Concentrate on the command ship.
Ignore the drones.
I don't have a shot.
Working on it.
Command ship is damaged but still operational.
Bringing us around again.
What's that?
Shields just dropped 10%. What's going on? All of a sudden their shots are getting through.
That's no weapons fire.
It's the drones. They're flying right into us. It's a kamikaze run.
Shields are down to half and still dropping.
We've lost power in multiple sections.
Down 3 gun positions. I can't hold them all.
Get it. There's too many anyway. Just give me another crack at the command ship. She's trying to outmaneuver us. I need some more time.
We don't have it. Shields are failing.
Almost there.
We got them.
Correct hit. Command ship's been destroyed.
Looks like the drones have gone dormant. Away teams to the shuttles. Let's make this quick. We don't want to stay here any longer than we have to. Go.
We can't do this every time we need to resupply.
No, we need another plan.
Second shuttle just docked. I guess they found a few edibles, but the pickings were pretty slim.
Get us out of here.
Colonel, you have a minute?
Well, I know it sounds like a crazy idea, Eli, but I was actually thinking against some sleep. So, unless you have some genius idea that solves all our problems.
As a matter of fact, I do, but you're not gonna like it.
Well, that goes without saying. I am notoriously hard to please. So, sure.
Okay. Another day, another galaxy.
What the hell does that mean?
This is just one of 1,000 galaxies in Destiny's path, and I think you'll agree it's turned out to be something of a hostile environment.
So,
we skip it. One continuous FTL jump. Out and around the length of this galaxy, across the gap to the next one until we reach the first gate on the other side.
well, how long is that gonna take?
That's the part you're not gonna like. We're only about a third of the way through this galaxy, plus the gap to the next one's quite a bit larger than last time. On top of that, thanks to the ass-kicking that was just handed to us, we've got power issues. And some not insignificant damage to the FTL drive that we won't have time to fix, which means we'll be operating at reduced speed, which means we might actually run out.
Eli, how long?
3 years, give or take.